Hi, my name is Rob, and I am the location manager here at the Waukesha Terminal. I want to welcome all of you to training this morning. And before we get going with the actual day today, I wanted to share a couple of items with you. I am actually out of the state right now at a dance competition for my older daughter. And normally I would be here to greet you, but I just wanted to share a couple of things before you get going, and look forward to meeting all of you next week when I return. Basically, at the Waukesha Terminal, we are in a third year of a 5-year contract with the Waukesha School District. We operate about 130 buses off of our lot, and we have about 105 routes running at any one time. We take care of about 40-some schools, private and public schools, and we operate an entirely new fleet of buses, and the majority of those are propane, and so they run extremely quietly and very efficiently for the school district. Basically what I wanted to do today, if you can take out the yellow sheet of paper that is in your folder, it is a training schedule that's going to give you all the information you need to know about what you're going to be doing over the next 3 weeks. We've taken the schedule and combined it into a format that we think is going to work really well for you. We appreciate you coming up early to train for your CDL process. And at no time during this process do we want you to get overwhelmed. There is a lot of hours that are required to get a CDL. There are a lot of hours that you're going to be putting in doing classroom and on-the-road training. But we want you to feel comfortable doing this. We've set the schedule so that you'll have some break times, and we're going to make sure that we keep you fed. I realize that the food service isn't open at the college yet, so we'll have breakfast and lunch for you each day during the training. You will be assigned a trainer that you will be working with on the skills course and also on the road training. There may be an occasional adjustment where you'll have somebody different just because of scheduled off days for the trainers, but for the majority of time you'll have that same trainer. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. They're here to help you through and to ensure that you get your CDL in time for school. New to us this year too, we're also going to be training a couple of new trainers, and so you may have somebody when you're training ride along, or actually a new trainer training you with an existing experienced trainer helping to train them at the same time, so we welcome them. Basically we're starting today. Today is Tuesday, August 4th, and in the intro this morning you've already heard from New Tribes regarding your room assignments and different rules at the college here. I'm going to be taking you through a short intro. It should last about 20 to 30 minutes. And then this morning we're going to be taking you over to Doctors Express. It's the local clinic that we use. It's about 2 minutes from our terminal. And we're going to be running a series of tests. You're going to be going back there several times during the day. This morning we're going to be sending you over there, and you're going to be going through a drug test, which is mandatory for all CDL holders. And then after everybody has gone through that, we're going to bring you back over here, and we're going to run through what we call a CDL class. It's not required that we teach you this stuff, but we're going to give you lots of pointers as to what's going to be on the test, things that you're going to need to know when you go to the Department of Motor Vehicles. They're going to have you take 5 tests. They're all on the computer, and when you pass each one of those, once you pass them all, you'll be able to acquire what we call a CDL permit. That will allow us to get you behind the wheel of a bus over a 2-week period, and we'll teach you everything you need to know to be a safe CDL holder for bus driving. After we finish the class today, Mary will be teaching that. Then we're going to start DOT physicals this afternoon. So you'll be going into the clinic, coming back, doing class, and then we're going to start shuttling you back over to the clinic as soon as class is done. The DOT physicals are scheduled every half an hour, and once we get you through the DOT physical, they will give you what they call a FedMed card. Once you get the FedMed card and you pass all of your tests at the DMV, then you'll be ready to get your CDL permit. This is a real important part of the training because the state of Wisconsin has initiated a 2-week wait period. And what I mean by that is the day you get your permit, you cannot test for your actual CDL license until 14 days after you get your permit. So obviously it's in your best interest to get it as soon as possible. Now don't let that panic you either. We are going to be taking you to the DMV tomorrow morning when they open up at 8:30, and encouraging you to go ahead and try all your tests. Hopefully you will have your FedMed card if everything goes well this afternoon, and a lot of you will acquire your permits tomorrow. If you don't get it the first time, don't panic. We have time arranged in the schedule where we'll be able to shuttle you back and forth to the DMV. If you don't get it tomorrow, we'll take you back the next day or the next day, and hopefully by the end of the week, most of you will have acquired your permits. Then after, while the DOT physicals are going on, we're actually going to have a short 2-hour intro to the new driver class. Now don't panic if you're over at your DOT physical. Any questions that you have, we'll be more than happy to make up with you. Sherry and or Mary will be able to take care of that for you. So class should be ending around 4 o'clock today. Then, starting tomorrow on Wednesday, August 5th, we will be picking you up at 7:45 at the Lower Chapel, which is down off of Arcadian Avenue. And we're picking you up at 7:45 tomorrow. We'll be making sure you eat, and then we will take all of you out to the DMV to try to acquire your permits. Once you acquire your permit, we will be shuttling people back and forth. We may have 1 or 2 buses running back and forth. And then the rest of the morning will be spent taking and having you do what we call a physical dexterity test. What that is a series of tests, going up and down the bus stairs, walking to the back of the bus and getting out the back exit, controls on the bus, which they will do later on once you learn about those. And the physical dexterity is just to make sure you are capable of meeting the standards needed to drive a bus. So we'll be taking care of those later on this morning. And then from noon to 4 on Wednesday, we will have the new driver training class. That'll be 4 hours of the classroom for you. On Thursday, August 6th, we'll be picking you up at 6:45 at the Lower Chapel building. And then from 7 to 1 that day, we will have another 5 hours of the new driver training class. After that is over, we will shuttle anybody back to the DMV who still needs to take a test or two, or if somebody had a problem getting a permit on Wednesday. And then at the end of the week, Friday, we will have new driver training class again. It will start at 7 a.m. We will pick you up at 6:45 to shuttle you over to the terminal. And that should last about 5 to 6 hours that day, and that will finish up your new driver training class. At that point, your classroom will be completed. And on Saturday, August 8th, we're going to be starting Skill Station with those of you that have acquired your permit. They will start at 7 a.m. and they will run you through Skill Station. And what they will do is they'll pick you up 15 minutes before your assigned time. And they will give you that chart as to who is on Skill Station at what time. Then on Sunday, August 9th, we give you a break. You have the day off. And on Monday, August 10th, we will continue skills. They will run anywhere between 7 and 5 a.m. The skills slots will be 3-hour time slots, and we should have that scheduled to you again today sometime once they have it scheduled, figured out for you. Tuesday, August 11th, will be another day of skills. You'll have 3 hours of training sometime during the day. Trainers will again pick you up 15 minutes before your assigned time, and it'll be going for 3 hours. Then on Wednesday, August 12th, the fun begins, and you will be finishing skills with about an hour of finish time, and then you'll be going actually on the road. This will start your on-the-road training, and again, we'll have those same time slots. The only difference is you'll be finishing up on a closed course and then going out on the road for 2 hours. And then basically on-the-road training will continue on Thursday, August 13th, Friday, August 14th, Saturday, August 15th. Sunday, August 16th, we'll have a break day. Monday, August 17th, we understand that you guys have started school, and so we're going to be cutting the 3-hour sessions to 2-hour training sessions. Some lucky people will be going out from 6:30 to 8:30 in the morning before classes. Then you'll have your class time, and the training will start again at 2 o'clock in the afternoon with one session running 2 to 4 and one running 4:30 to 6:30. And we'll continue to do that on Tuesday, August 18th and Wednesday, August 19th. For those of you that feel comfortable with your training at that particular point and you've stayed on task and stayed with your trainer on your assigned schedule, you will be ready and have enough hours at that point to go for your CDL license test. For those of you who need a little extra training, they will work with you one-on-one to figure out what areas you need help in. And if at any time during the training process you feel that you have questions or you need additional training or help on something, please let your trainer know. That's what they're here for. And their job is solely to make sure you feel comfortable driving a school bus. On Wednesday, August 19th, we also have an additional event, and that will be our startup meeting for all new drivers. It will be from 4 to 6 p.m. right here at New Tribes in the Lower Chapel building. And your trainers will be aware of that. All new drivers will be joining us that night for our startup meeting. We will have dinner available to everybody. And that's where we go over all of the startup procedures and everything going on for this upcoming school year. We've got some exciting stuff coming up. We've got some neat contests that we're running this year, and so we look forward to that. Then starting on Thursday, August 20th, we'll be starting road tests. Sherry, who I'm sure most of you have met, is a third-party licensed examiner, and she will be scheduling road tests. If we have too many road tests for her to handle, we also have 2 other third-party testers here in southeast Wisconsin, so we'll be asking them to help out. And the third-party tester will take you out. Hopefully you will pass your road test and you'll be able to acquire your CDL. If at first you don't succeed and you have a problem on your road test, don't panic. There again, we will send you out with a trainer for any areas of deficiency, and you can retest 3 days later. So that is a big plus. We've got plenty of time before school starts. We've got a week and a half. The key point through all this training process is to make sure that you stay on your schedule. We've scheduled it out so you have 3-hour training sessions, and if you make each one of those training sessions and make a concentrated effort, you will have plenty of time to get your CDL before school starts. If for some reason these training sessions aren't working for you, you are going to be delayed and you will not be able to start school when we start up on September 1st. So it's real important to schedule this time in. We're only asking that you give, once you get onto the road and skills, 3 hours a day, which gives you plenty of time if you need to schedule appointments or do other activities. When you're employed by us during the school year, we do shuttle you back and forth to the terminal. You can feel free to drive. We do have an employee parking lot, but we do run shuttles back and forth during the day. You can look for those times as we get closer to the school year. I wanted to let you know about extra work that's available. At the startup meetings, we'll be mentioning a couple of different areas that we have extra work available in addition to driving your routes. Along with that comes charter work. And what I always tell new drivers, if you feel, if this is a brand new experience for you with coming into college and, having a different type of schedule, you do not need to sign up for charters right away. Information on that will be in your startup folder. If you feel you can handle anything, that's fine. You give us your availability. We have availability Monday through Sunday, AM, midday, PM, whatever types of work you would like to have. We have plenty of charter work. We are still a growing terminal, and we will assign the charters as best we can to the availability that you have. If it's something that you don't want to tackle right off the bat, you can turn in the charter availability form at any time during the school year. So if you need a month or 2 to get into your schedule, and then you feel come October, November that you have time, it's not a problem if I want to go out on a Saturday and run a charter. Just let us know at the office, and we will get you a charter availability form and get you into the rotation for the charters. We mentioned the startup meeting already, and we mentioned sticking with your schedule. Like I said, I look forward to meeting all of you next week. I wish you all the best of luck with training. You've got a great crew that's going to be working with you. And just have fun during your training. And again, thank you for coming in and applying with us. We look forward to working with all of you and getting you routes in the next couple of weeks once you get your license. Thank you.